Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Friday, February 19th, 2021, and today is options expiration day. So what I want to do this morning is take a look at what has happened on options expiration day in a similar market environment. So let me come in here and Discover and select all four instruments and take a look at the setup for getting long at the open of regular trading hours, which is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, exiting at the close, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Now this morning we are trading up, so I'm going to go into the opening filters, click on gap up and the gap direction. Now there's several different ways to look at where we are opening today, as we're currently starting to push above yesterday's high. That may be worth looking at. We're starting to get kind of sizable on the gap actually at the time of this recording, so I don't know exactly where we're going to be opening at, so I'm just going to keep gap up as the direction. However, that can make a difference on this setup, so I do encourage you to come in here on your own and look at the opening area as we get closer to the open. I don't know exactly where we're going to open at, so I'm just going to keep it more generic and say we're gapping up. Next, I'm going to go into the indicator section, and I'm going to say we are above a 10 and above a 200-day simple moving average. And lastly, I'm going to go into the market events, and I'm going to say that it is options expiration day. Now I'll click View Results. And here we go. These are the results of going long at the open of regular trading hours, which is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, exiting at the close of regular trading hours, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. When you gap up on options expiration day, above a 10, above a 200-day simple moving average. Now, historically, we've got 73 samples in the S&P, 76 in the NASDAQ, 76 in the Dow, 57 in the Russell. If you look at the win rates on them, they're all coming in a bit weak. So you've got the S&P, around 40% of these have closed higher on the session, 34% for the NASDAQ, 39% for the Dow, and 32% for the Russell. If you take a look at the average win to average loss, the average win is smaller than the average loss for the ES and the NASDAQ. The Dow, the average win is a little bit smaller than the average loss, but that is not the case for the Russell. It is closer to the same size on the average win and average loss. So kind of looking at it as a whole, it is a little bit of a weak day here. Now there's certain variations of this pattern that are weaker and stronger. And again, I encourage you to look at a little bit more context around where we are opening, because that can make a bit of a difference. Right now, I don't know exactly where we're going to be opening, so I just put gap up. You can also add a little bit of price action around it to get a little bit more context on it if you want to dig into this pattern on your own. So hopefully you found this helpful. Good luck, and we will see you next time.